My first gaming handheld was the Kiwi Green Gameboy Color, and from there I was hooked on portable gaming. Over this past weekend I went ahead into my Game Boy collection and I dug out the Game Boy Color and I was messing around with it for a little bit and I found myself playing Pokemon Silver. I replaced the batteries in Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold and dug into Pokemon Silver, and I've been just casually playing my Game Boy Color and honestly loving it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. As I've said on this channel a bunch of times, this is the device that got me into portable gaming, got me into Pokemon, and so much more. I fell in love with this device. I still think to this day the ergonomics feel amazing. I love the simplicity, especially in 2024 when you don't need to worry about Wi-Fi, you don't need to worry about anything. You plug in the cartridge and you game. And that is so refreshing, and I think just not being tethered to anything feels quite nice. Now, obviously, there are some issues like the light source thing where you gotta always play in a well-lit room or outside, and that is almost the charm I've been having with this over the last week or so, where I am playing it and I'm going through Pokemon Silver and I'm having a great time and it's making me feel very nostalgic, but finding the light source sucks. There's been times where I would have to turn on a light in my room that would illuminate everything on this Game Boy Color, and there's also been times where I'm trying to position this a certain way and I can't exactly see the full screen how it's lit, but that is the charm. It's reminding me of my childhood and how much fun it was to dodge the lights, and especially when you're trying to play this in the car and you're trying to get the street lights to light up every moment and every move you're making in whatever game you're playing. It feels nostalgic, and I love the Game Boy Color. I love this device so much. This and Pokemon together just make me feel really, I don't know. That it is a feeling that I was trying to express to my friend. It's a feeling of comfort that I don't think I've realized or I've really got to sit back and enjoy in a long while. And I am fully ready after I finish Pokemon Silver to go ahead and maybe even play Pokemon Blue or Red again on the Game Boy Color. I'm actually planning on modding this because I love the form factor, but I love gaming on this over the past week. It's been so much fun. I played a little bit of Donkey Kong on the GBA. I was going ahead, checking out some of my other games. I got Godzilla, I got Wario Land, and all of these other games that I have, but I always come back to Pokemon because Pokemon is just what made this system for me. And Pokemon is what got me into gaming. Pretty much, it's one of those first titles that I can really remember being younger and getting this as a gift for either my birthday or one of those holidays and really falling in love with everything. And, without Pokemon, and of course the Game Boy Color, I don't think I'd be who I am today without this device. So going back into the past and kind of playing this the way it was has been really nice. And I really love just disconnecting from the screens necessarily. I'm playing on a screen, but I'm playing on something that's not, Steam. I'm not touched to a home button. I'm not touched to a user interface. We're doing it the old way. We're putting in the cartridge, and then we go ahead and play and go capture those 200 and something Pokemon in Pokemon Silver, and I'm having such a blast with this. But I just wanted to make a quick video talking about just how much I'm loving the Game Boy Color in 2024, and I am looking forward to modding this thing. I may actually make a video on it soon, but the Game Boy Color in 2024, it's awesome. I highly recommend it. If you have a Game Boy, maybe just disconnect a little bit somewhere throughout your week, play a little bit of Pokemon, play a little bit of whatever game you have, disconnect from the Switch, the Steam Deck, the main consoles right now. This just feels right. Feels very good. That is it for this episode today. I just kind of wanted to do a mini talk about the awesome Game Boy Color, and I'm curious if you have a Game Boy and still play it. Please let me know in the comments down below. What's your opinions on Pokemon? Do you have a Game Boy game that you can recommend to me that I may check out? Because I'm kind of loving this right now, and I'm always willing to try out a new game. So please let me know in the comments down below. And as always, my name is Brandon, and I will see you all next time.